Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia Soiree, and we were just getting teased by Kuroma and Yosuga. Oh, I expect it from them, and I love it. Anyway, those two can be so terrible together, but so great. You're teasing me over the most important decision I've had to make in my life. Maybe they're trying to lighten the mood because you're taking it too seriously. And if you end up going out with someone else, that's fine. Comparing is good, you know. Well, I don't really have another person in mind. Should I actually compare him to someone else? Nagusa shows up. Apparently, she had no intention of giving herself to a man she didn't love. Marriage is the protection and preservation of color. Plenty of people don't get married to those they want. You're the exception, Olympia. I stood in the middle of the sidewalk as I felt my strength draining. Comparing. Sasara and everyone else, none of them had the right to even do that. Even Kaino lost his love for good, which meant that the only person allowed to love someone freely was me. But not really, because Tsukiyomi's like, you can't have Akaza, but I can have anyone but Akaza. Anyone but Akaza. How about Doma? That would be weird. Listen carefully and promise me. Promise that you'll find your true love and live as happily as your mother has. Again, just remember that her mother's like beaming over there like, oh, your father's so wonderful. Thinking of Doma. It's amazing. That makes it even funnier to me. I want to find the love of my life. And never go near Akaza again. But all sorts of things were getting in the way. Could I really love someone? I wish I knew the answer. Find out. Kiss Akaza. Akaza should be in. I do need to see him to check my letters. Greetings, Lady Olympia. I'll be handling the inspection of your letters today. Oh, Tatsugi. Good day. I suppose that means Akaza is out. Yes, he's at Ishanaten today. I see. Well, then if you would, please. It's fine. I just happen to be passing Ishanaten. Why am I even here? When it showed up in the background, I'm like, well, girl, you're just like, I'm just here to see him. Maybe it was for the best that Akaza wasn't there today. My mind ran around in circles as I walked through the Blue District. Do we get to see Riku? Because I don't think we've seen him in this route. There's no way I can follow Tsukiyomi's orders to not go near Akaza. I really don't want Tsukiyomi to hate him. I've been thinking about Akaza all week. I couldn't believe I was in such a state. Maybe I should talk to him about Tsukiyomi. Though, it might make him think that I've chosen him to be my husband. You kinda have! As I continued my stroll at a leisurely pace, I came to realize how much time had passed. Ugh! I need to get myself under control! But first, I have to finish delivering this letter! 3 hours just wandering around the Blue District. Blue District, number 62. 62. Here! I knocked on the door and a frail woman answered. Good day, are you Mifune?
Oh my, Lady Olympia, what brings you here?
I've come to deliver this letter.
What is this about?
I'm working to deliver letters between Yomi and the surface.
Ah.
She stared at the envelope with a surprised look on her face.
Wait, is this really from my daughter?
She's your daughter? She hurriedly tore open the envelope and unfolded the letter.
It really is her.
She slowly fell to her knees.
Is this a dream?
Look, we just made a little old lady cry. It isn't a dream.
But...
Her teardrops fell onto the letter.
Please forgive me. I just can't believe it. I'm so... Oh!
Please, it's all right. I should be leaving, so please take your time in reading the letter.
Huh? Oh, but please take this.
She suddenly reached inside her bag and pulled out 2 small orange jars.
This is my daughter's favorite passion flower jam. They're sold at the plaza every so often. Could you take this to her as my reply? And the other jar is for you. If it's a bother to take the other down to her, please enjoy both of them.
Are you sure? This looks so good.
Why, of course. Please.
There's a lot of knocking and running going on here. What are we doing? Busting in. Akaza! Tatsuki, I need to discuss... Don't run. I jumped back in surprise at the sight of him there.
Hey, what you doing? Coming over and hang? It's a cute birdie.
Is screaming at the sight of me really necessary? Screaming in joy. I'm sorry. Well, you should be sorry that I'm not Tatsuki. No, I'm glad you're here. Take a look at this. I got this jar of jam from a lady I delivered a letter to. Can I bring this to her daughter in Yomi? I went into detail about the encounter and he chuckled. And then, let me deliver this to the dormitory myself. The delivery of goods is usually prohibited. Oh, that's right. I guess even letters weren't allowed until recently. But this may open up a new opportunity, so I think it's worth a try. He rolled the jar of jam in his hands. You really want to have this delivered? Of course. Well then, let me take care of this. You can enjoy the other jar yourself. I know. Akaza? Would you share half the jar with me? Don't worry about it. It was a gift to you, after all. But I wouldn't be able to enjoy it alone. You're the one who's been going through so much trouble because of my deliveries. And that's why it's smoked goods and jam. You bring your smoked goods, I'll bring the jam. Wow, it sounds wildly inappropriate. Let's just keep going. So if you don't mind, I'd be happy if you'd enjoy some jam with me. I'm sure it'll be delicious. And Akasa's like, does she like me now? That's right. We haven't rescheduled our dinner date. Huh? His words made my heart jump. I didn't say I would go out with you! God, what? God! Meanwhile, she's basically asking him out, but like not. How about tonight? Only if the sun doesn't fade. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. My emotions are getting the best of me. I'm pleased that your affection for me is at the same level as your dedication to the sun. She's like, yeah, I like you more than the sun. I might be like, fuck the sun if it means I get to be with you. I mean, not fuck the sun, but you know what I mean, like, whatever. Who cares if the sun disappears? I love you, Akaza. What? This is so embarrassing. Anyway, yes, I'm available tonight. And then let me ask one other thing. Would you be willing to invite me to your hideout? Oh, Akaza. You're gonna bring your smoked goods to my hideout? This is just getting more and more inappropriate. I can bring a few simple dishes. Something to go with this jam. Oh my god, yes. What a pleasant surprise. I was so happy that I couldn't take my eyes off the jar of jam in his hands. You just can't kick your eyes off his hands, is what it is. Judging by your expression, shall I assume that's a yes? Yes, that sounds lovely. Oh yeah, she's totally... You're just... Girl, you're just gone. Forget it. And then I'll stop by around 8 o'clock tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Don't get killed by Tsukiyomi and Yomi when you're there. Just watch out for him. Maybe should have warned him. I mean, he has to show up at the hideout at Smoked Goods and Jam, so I'm trusting he's gonna show up here. Oh my god, are we gonna get boned in this up? Is this gonna happen this soon? Probably not, but like, I really kind of hope. Like, ha! Tsukiyomi, you can't do anything about it now. I'm just saying. The faster you do this, man, the faster we can get away from Tsukiyomi trying to do shady shit and making us think that, like, the sun just hates Akaza when it's Tsukiyomi, like, puppeteering shit in the background is all I'm saying. The sun was about to set by the time I reached my hideout. I still have another 2 hours, so I'd better clean up the place. Oh god, I hope this is going to be the most angst-ridden part. Like, oh god, is he not going to show up? Is Tsukiyomi going to do something? Are we going to think he stood us up, but he didn't? I mean, it's Smoked Goods and Jam, so I assume we're going to have Smoked Goods and Jam, and the game is not going to, like, bamboozle me, but I don't know. I grabbed a broom when suddenly... Oh, right, Akaza in this outfit. Ugh. He's gonna show up dressed like this, isn't he? Ugh. I may force themselves on you without your consent. Akaza wouldn't do that, girl. Do not invite men here casually. And please promise me this, as it is extremely important. That's right. I forgot he said that. Yeah, but he didn't mean himself. Flustered, I leaned back against the wall. Why did I have to remember that? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He couldn't. Akaza, no. There's no way he'd... I mean, I didn't tell Akaza that he'd be my husband. I may force themselves on you without your consent. Stop remembering that. I found it difficult to hold the broom properly. No, but it's rude to assume he'd do something like that to me. Exactly, it's Akaza. He's only coming here for dinner. And to try the jam. Stop saying things like that. He's coming here for smoked goods and jam in my hideout. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, God. It's nearly 8 o'clock. If he doesn't show up... I looked at the small clock on my table. I did everything I could to clean up the place. I washed and dried the cups I bought last time. I've never invited a guest over in my life. I recalled a book I read saying something about decorating one's home. Maybe the plates and dishes aren't enough. I had a few here that I could serve a light dinner, but they didn't match in color or design. If only I'd noticed earlier, I could have gone and bought matching plates. As my shoulders dropped in disappointment, oh, thank God. I was like, if he doesn't show up... again, the chapter title indicates that he will be here and we will enjoy some smoked goods and jam. Whatever, if that's just straightforward or there's some innuendo in there. I don't know. But, sure, it's straightforward. There's probably not going to be anything kinky happening here. But, but it's still, I just don't trust because he went to Yomi and Tsukiyomi's down there. And look. I got trust issues, okay? Especially now with Tsukiyomi. Akaza? Good evening. Oh, thank God. Please show me. Oh my God, is he wearing his normal outfit? Oh, there he is. His everyday outfit. Not his normal outfit. This is what I meant, though. May I come in? Sure. God, he's so hot dressed like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the glasses, but I also like this Akaza, too. Akaza stepped inside, looking around with interest. I see. So this is your hideout. Is there something wrong? Lord Jigen said I could keep driftwood and seashells, but is there anything here I should have given to you? No. Please keep them on display here. I'm sure the driftwood is much happier with you. God, I love him so much. Really? I breathed a sigh of relief, seeing a hint of joy in his eyes. God, look at him, he's so beautiful. This was my collection of treasures. I'd prefer someone who actually liked them, too. This makes me think of when in one of the option menus, I think is it the memories one where the little drawer and there's all of their little chibi versions in our drawers because they're our treasures. Couldn't help it. I was like, aww. I have a gas stove. I wasn't sure, so I brought food that we could eat right away. As he spoke, he arranged all sorts of food on the table. I love the fact that he cooked for... Oh my God, look at the fancy fucking... what he did for us, damn it. All this? Everything looks so delicious. Look, there's an egg. There's fish. There's other thingies. I don't know what the rest of it is. I mean, that's a salad. I wanted to wish you a belated happy birthday. Oh, God, I love him so much. I'm afraid I only surprised you in an unpleasant way back then. Wait, you can't drink alcohol yet, so I brought some unsweetened grape juice. I have drinking glasses. Oh, no. I completely forgot about drinking glasses. I only have mugs. It's too bad we can't drink out of mugs. Girl, it's fine. There's something the matter. I'm sorry. I don't have any drinking glasses here. He looked toward the shelf. All these beautiful cups do. His voice was gentle and caring. There was no pretense or mockery in his tone. How about a toast? You can't drink alcohol. Technically, neither can you, though. Because what's the age of consent then for, like, alcohol? The age of consent. What's the, like, legal drinking age here? Because, like, most of the men are 20 and we're 18. You can't drink yet, but you can at 20? That's weird. So, like, I mean, I'm guessing maybe it goes off of, like, the legal drinking age in Japan, but what's that then? Most places, the legal drinking age is not nearly as high as in the US. We're like, you can go off to war and smoke at 18, but, like, fuck, don't touch liquor. Bad. I mean, you know. Anyway. Now then, a very happy 18th birthday to you. Thank you very much. All of this was so new to me. It was the first time a man toasted in my honor. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say. I'm so happy I feel like I could dance. No one's ever celebrated my birthday like this before. As long as you're happy. Say, are you some kind of mastermind? How so? Everything you've done has only made me happy. Is this some kind of trap? That's so fucking relatable. I'm really happy. What the fuck are you hiding? That's literally me to the universe. I feel good today. Oh fuck, something's gonna go wrong. Oh no. I'm just so used to the universe and life just bamboozling me at every turn. So when you're just like, I'm in a really good mood. Oh shit, something bad's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh fuck, you know? So, like, story of my life right here. Everything you've done has made me so happy. Is this a trap? I feel like this is a trap. What are you really planning? That's my way of thanking you for sharing the jam with me. Akaza's like, dude, I'm just being... Akaza's just being sweet little Akaza. I don't understand. Well, very well. Let me be honest with you. This is a trap to get you to like me. I mean, yeah, fair enough. But... I mean, it's working. I can see now why you have to wear glasses. That wasn't a joke. I've been wondering this for a while, but why are you so kind to me? Just because he's a sweet, wonderful, squishy little man. That's because you're refreshingly honest. I regretted asking him my question. He was going to pull me in again, and I wouldn't be able to stop him. Don't stop. Please don't stop him. I love him so much. Their expressions are captivating, and they change with every emotion. Unlike his. He barely has any. I can't take my eyes off you for even a second. Oh, Jesus Christ, Akaza! The lines! Fuck, every time you open your mouth. Look, I loved him already, but if I didn't love him to begin with, and I wasn't like, Akaza, yeah, that's my boy right there. Like, I think I'd have just fallen off my bouncy ball that I sit on. I just fallen on the floor. I don't... You know, because, like, Kuroba came out of nowhere, and you're like, Kuroba, I love you so much, wow. But, like, I think Akaza would have just floored me even more if I wasn't already in love with him to begin with. Because I really was not expecting him to be so goddamn fucking suave. Like, damn it. Shit. Oh, hold on. Boop. No, shut up, phone. Okay, sorry. What could you possibly gain from flattering me like this? You falling for me? I get to see you blush. This is smoked, right? If you don't mind. I picked up a fillet that was just the right color and took a bite. How is it? It's the best thing I've ever tasted! If you choose me as your husband, you can have as much as you want. Whoa, innuendo. Oh, never mind, you were talking actually about... I mean, Akaza. Akaza! I can also make paella and baked sable, if you like. You're trying to lure me in like you did with Daifuku. It's working. It's totally working. Honestly, you didn't need to offer me food, Akaza. You just had to show up with those glasses on, and I was like, sold! I mean, I'm easier than she is. That appeared to be an effective strategy. The look on her face. She's like, God damn it. But he's right. You don't need to be so silent. I'm not asking you to make up your mind about me right now. But I do have the right to express my honest feelings, don't I? I want to just jump into the ocean and swim away. I wanted to just jump onto him, because that's what I was thinking. If he keeps this up, I'm going to suffocate from embarrassment. That's right. How about some jam? I made cheesecake for it. You made a fucking cheesecake! Okay. I was wrong. You needed to show up with those glasses, but then you also brought me a cheesecake. So, like, if I didn't... I'm like 130% sold on Akaza now. The percentage just keeps going up every time you open your fucking mouth. You brought me cheesecake. How are you gonna top this? Huh. He placed in front of me a small cake of pure white perfection. The darkness should match your taste. I'm sure you'll like it. He then scooped some passion flower jam onto it, except for that part. Peanut butter with my cheesecake, thanks, but... The white canvas brought out the jam's brilliant orange color, but he made me a cheesecake. God, he's perfect. Enjoy. I'd rather eat you right now. Like, well, I'm gonna have the cheesecake and I'm gonna enjoy it, and then you're going down, Akaza. Thank you. I gently took a spoonful. I'm glad you like it. Ugh! It's so good. The cheesecake and the jam go so perfectly together. I love you, Akaza. Yes, this jam's very good. I have to thank you for sharing it with me. Oh god, I'm gonna share so many things with you right now. I should not play this game. I shouldn't be allowed to play any of these, but... What can I say? It tastes good and I'm having fun, and Akaza is gorgeous. I took another bite of the cheesecake. I can't find a single bad thing about Akaza, right? I actually feel like I'm the one who isn't good enough for him. I also would agree with that. I'd be like, I'm not good enough for you. You're beautiful, you wear glasses, you make cheesecake. Fuck, why do you want a potato like me? Oh, Akaza. All the food he brought was so delicious. Before I knew it, it was all gone. Soon the bottle of juice was empty as well. I stood up from my chair and slowly walked to the window near my bed. You're walking near the bed. That's not a good girl. That's giving signals. Watch out. This is my favorite spot in the house. I felt strangely intoxicated. I hadn't even had a drop of liquor. No, it's just Akaza being around you. Is it because you can see Tenyo Island from there? You can tell? He walked over to the window. Oh god, are we going to get a CG? That's difficult to see clearly at night, but I assumed it was the right direction. As expected of the Kotowari director, I chose this place to be my hideout because of that. Lord Doma gave this place to you. Well, gave isn't the right word. To be honest, I'd say I'm here without his express permission. He fucking knows, and he's like, good. What do you mean? It was back when I first started dancing on stage. I was walking along the beach when I noticed a servant from the manor going inside. I came in to take a peek and was told Doma had someone here every month to clean and air out the place. Doma set this place up for you! How? Oh my god! Okay, well, you cannot not love Doma at this point. Okay, first of all, you cannot be freaking watching these videos with me and not love fucking Doma. I'm sorry. I just don't know how I have not convinced you that he is wonderful. Okay. I can understand if people didn't get that on their own. Psh, I don't know why you're blind, because hello, Doma's wonderful. But, like, he set this up for you. He was like, oh, and eventually she'll figure it out. Like, I'm just here and he doesn't know. Yes, he does. He set this place up for you. He had someone clean it and was waiting for you to find it on your own. Oh my god. How do you not get that Doma's like the greatest fucking thing in this game? Okay, look, I love Akaza, but I love Doma too. Come on, you know. Anyway. This was his vacation home. His vacation home. He came to this little thing so he could look at... Oh my god. He kept it clean. He kept it perfect. Maybe it wasn't his vacation home. Or maybe it was. Maybe before you came along... You know, the Red Calamity and everything. I mean, he would sit there and look out at Tenyo Island knowing that his wife was there, the woman that he loved. And then all that shit happened. Then he's like, keep it clean, but he can't go there anymore and look out and know what happened. And then you found it and he's like, good. She'll make use of it. Oh! How are you not dying inside with how soft and squishy Doma is? I think I'm gonna get diabetes. I'm going with it. You fight me. Okay, I love him so much. Oh my god. Anyway. It was then that I discovered I could see Tenyo Island from this window. Exactly why Doma kept it like this. I was so happy that I convinced the servant to let me use it myself. Doma hasn't said anything, but I'm sure the servant told him about it, don't you think? Yes, they went back and like, she's using her vacation home, and he's like, good. I assume so. At first, this place was pretty empty. I mean, it had the basics, but it was far from the way it is now. No sheets, no cushions, nothing. So I took supplies from the manor one by one and brought them here. Doma was like, someone just tell her she can take... No. Just let her do her thing. Vacation home. Akaza looked out the window. See? Akaza's like, did you ever think that Doma might have had a wife on Tenyo Island? Maybe he's actually your dad. See, I feel like Akaza's figuring shit out. It almost feels like this window was made to look at Tenyo Island. Okay, so again, either Doma built this house so that he could stare out at Tenyo Island, or he built this house knowing, well, then we'll say it's my vacation, and then eventually she'll find it, and it'll be a place for her to look out at the island. So it was either one. Either option is like, Doma is the squishiest fucking thing ever inside. He's the marshmallowiest marshmallow we've ever marshmallowed. I'm gonna die. I might cry. He's so cute. Doesn't it? Though I'm sure it wasn't for any happy reason. Oh. Wasn't it? Or would it have been with ill intent? The part of the beach where I wander, no one on the island ever goes near it. Doma once told me that people avoid it so they won't have to look at Tenyo Island. Well, it's true that most of the residents swim on the west coast. The waves are calmer on that side. I agree, which is why I thought this house was built for him to keep an eye on Tenyo Island. Again, does she not fucking realize the shit that she's saying? Akaza's like, Lord Doma? For what? I'm not sure, but I think it's simply because of how much Doma hates Tenyo Island. He doesn't hate it, he's just sad. If it comes out and everything, no, he really hates Tenyo Island and his whole goal was to burn the island down and he's not our dad, I'm just gonna be sad because, like, this build-up and all of this, he hates it. It's like, oh, it just makes you want to cry with how sweet it is. You're like, Doma, got a heart of gold inside of that crusty shell. I love it. I love it so much. My theory's the best. So if it doesn't work out that way, game should hire me to write because I came up with the best fucking idea. And if that's really what they were doing, it's like, oh my god, you're geniuses, I love it. Anyway. Why? Huh? I regretted talking about all this. No, keep going, because Akaza will put the pieces together, because you can't math, but he can. I knew it wasn't proper to speak about Doma like this in front of others. Lord Doma's attitude is the same toward my father. Interesting. I felt a sense of comfort and encouragement that that warmed the depths of my heart. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said all this. He's severe with everyone, not just you. If it makes you feel better, he's glared at me countless times. He glares at everyone! It's Doma! It's Doma face! A small smile broke across my face. Even if he was only saying it to make me feel better, the idea that he was concerned about me was what brought me most comfort. So, but that's kind of interesting, though. Wait a minute. So, like, Doma hates Tenyo Island. Why does he hate it? And then his attitude's the same toward my father. So, I love frickin' Akaza's little, like, backlog sprite. It's adorable. But, like, so, it's interesting, though, because he's in his KOTOR uniform in this, but they still don't have his glasses on. Like, why'd you choose that game? Anyway, so, is he trying to say here that Doma hates Jigen, or he's basically like, oh, just the same thing. Oh, he glares at everybody, he's just an asshole. Like, she's like, he hates Tenyo Island. He's like, no, I just think he hates everything. Because, I mean, he does kind of have that attitude that, like, everything, like, I'm pretty sure that they would be That's why it's so good that he's going to be her dad, because she's going to be like, wait. My mom was really happy, and I always imagined my father being joyous and in love. And wait, you're my... What? And it's like that juxtaposition of you're like, wait, Doma used to be joyous and happy? What? That's the best part. That makes it the best. You're like, what? I don't know why I love it so much. But I do. Oh, God. This game, I didn't think I was gonna love I mean, look, we've been doing really good with games here lately. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say Busta Fellows because we didn't get to actually play that one, but like, that one was up there. Pio Fiore was fucking, this one's, I don't know, like, there was a point where you're like, I played the games and they're fun at the time, but they're not games that like hit you where you're like, I would play this on repeat. But like, I would absolutely play this one again on my own time. Like, I really would. You know? And I just feel like we're doing really good with games like that lately. Like, I don't know. But anyway. Even if he was... Okay, I read that. In any case, this location's very nice. Thank you for inviting me to your lovely hideout tonight. It's my pleasure. You're free to come here anytime you like. Did you say anytime? I'm sorry. I don't recall. I heard it loud and clear. Then forget what I said. Are you really that reluctant to accept your feelings for me? Oh, I like it when he looks with a sad face. He's like, you like me, just admit it, damn it. May I ask how large the grain of love has grown? I need to wash the dishes, so... I like how Akaza's like, you like me. And she's like, no, I don't. He's like, you do. No! Oh, poor Akaza. Oh, just hug the poor boy. Pat him on his head. If I'm not mistaken, I'd say the affection you feel toward me has grown quite a bit. I love how fucking ballsy he is. Like, the stones on him are amazing, and I love it. I can't believe you can say that with such a straight face! Well, I say everything with a straight face. I barely smirk. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. Hence why I got the name Iron Mask. He didn't say that, but ad-libbing. I'm just reading your expression and taking the appropriate action. Sir! Mr. Director of the Kotowari! I'm talking to you as Akaza now. Stop! Don't get any closer! Get closer and give me a CG, goddammit. As I said before, I'm not asking you to make a choice tonight. Well, it sure feels like it. I have no intention of taking advantage of you. I do have respect for the sanctity of marriage. Such a good boy. But if you do care for me, I hope you'll acknowledge that affection. But why? That's because I'm lonely. Oh, don't! Oh, you hurt my heart. I already loved you before. Oh my god, just hold the man. I want to run now. I couldn't look away from his beautiful red eyes or his beautiful face. Am I asking too much? No, just love the man. Although, if you weren't into Akaza, he comes across a little forceful. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, she's like, and he's like, I'm lonely. You should just admit you like me. And it's like, simmer down, Akaza. But like, I'm in love with him totally 100%. So like, it doesn't bother me. But I could see if you were like, I'm not sure about Akaza, or I'm just not into him. Him being like, I'm lonely. I like you. I think you like me. You're like, whoa, simmer down. You know what I mean? It could come across a little much, but I'm here for it. I'm just like, girl, you love him. I'm in the back of her head like, girl, we love him. Shh. Kiss the man. I'm like all of the frogs and Sebastian and all that shit in The Little Mermaid going, kiss the girl. But we're like, kiss the boy. Fucking kiss him. I retied the ribbon on my blouse into a new knot to help ease my mind. You're so mean. You know my feelings and you keep asking about them. Well, sometimes he just wants you to tell him. That's because you denied what you said earlier. But you already know. But you keep trying to run. It's because I'm shy. Is that it? CG? No, damn it. God, come on, give me a CG. Lucky you. There isn't anything else. Not at all. Did Lord Tsukiyomi say something to you? Oh. You must never choose that man. Didn't come out right, but it's alright. He said something, didn't he? That's not true. Don't worry about me. I'm very well aware that he doesn't like me. Everybody likes me. I mean, Doma doesn't like anybody, so I don't count that, but... like, wait. Did Tsukiyomi say something to you too, Akaza? For the record, I have no intention of speaking ill of him in the slightest. Which is why you're not going to say anything? Exactly. The Red was born from Susanoo's blood. It's an old story I know very well. It's not surprising that someone who kept watch over the women of Tenyu Island would hate the Red. I'm sure he has his own role to honor. But here's the funny part. He also knows you were born on Tenyu Island as well, so... Doesn't that make you suspicious? Our ice maker sounds like it's going a little above and beyond over there. Just throwing ice outside of the bowl. But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I swear it came up earlier when he told her that he was born on Tenyu Island, and she was like, why did Tsukiyomi never say that? So, like, it's not like they're like, oh, Tsukiyomi wouldn't know. They should both know that Tsukiyomi knows. So why haven't they been like, but yeah, and yet, he still hates, you know what I mean? Like, Akaza's explanation, he just hates people from the Red because they're from Susanoo's blood and, like, what happened, and, like, yeah. Okay, makes sense, but I feel like but you were born on Tenyu Island, so you think he'd have, like, maybe not be so mad at you instead of so adamant against you? What's that all about? You know what I mean? Unless that was some kind of weird prophecy thing. Susanoo's recoming will be born from the Red, and then you take over, and then, because you're trying to get what's-her-face to take over my body. I mean, look, I don't know if that's actually, like, a plot point, aside from in Himuka's route when he was like, I thought you'd be her reborn, but, like, no. I don't want you to be her, because, like, now I'm in love with you, and it'd be weird if I wanted to have sex with my sister. Yeah, I mean, well, your other brother did, but... Gods and goddesses are some fucked up shit, man. Anyway. I'm sure he has his own role to honor. But what about you? Do you hate the man born into a color that may have defiled the sun goddess Amaterasu? I would never hate you because of that. Thank God she just said it straight out. He breathed a sigh of relief. But I am scared. Scared of what? I know you're a good, respectable man. That's my honest belief from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're from one of the primary classes, you're the director of the Kotowari, and you're very much admired. Oh, you're also extremely hot, and you made me a cheesecake. And you look really good in glasses. At first, I vowed to myself that I would never choose a man like you, but... No, girl, back it up. At first, I vowed I would never choose you, not a man like you, just you, specifically. Someone's like, a man like Akaza. He was never Akaza. I said like him. Oh yeah, that's fine. So like Akaza. No! Like, let's not lie, girl. You ended up being the only person I've ever brought to my special hideout. This route. But things have been going a bit too well recently. Wasn't that a good thing? Yeah, but I don't trust the universe, so I'm with her. Things have been going too well. Listen carefully. Promise me. Promise that you'll find your true love and live as happily as your mother has. I just know the other half of your soul is out there, somewhere in this world. I was just so tired of reading that line. Like, it was like, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Mother. Ugh! Why do we have... The flashbacks in this game are the thing that does kill it, though. Maybe I can finally talk about it tonight. It may make him put distance between us. Nah, he's just gonna kiss you now. But I'm scared of having him fall in love with me without knowing my secret. Even if everything ended tonight, I can still recover from the loss. No, he's gonna be like, he's gonna grab you. Not, like, forcefully, but he's gonna touch you and you're gonna be, he's like, see, you didn't do it, because you love me. Ah! And then he's gonna, like, freaking peace out and be like, yeah! And he walks out the door and just leaves you like, fuck! He knows! I mean, we already know he knows, but... Recover. Could I really? I suddenly felt afraid. You should tell him now. But I needed to take action. The director of the Kotowari knows a lot of things. So, did you know that the women of Tenyu Island were born with the power of Batsu? I recall reading it in the records, but I haven't witnessed it personally myself. Well, what about it? I can use Batsu too. I see. That's not all. Will he despise me? No, I mean, I think we've already covered that if you're like, I accidentally hurt Doma, and he's like, I mean, it's Doma. Everybody hates Doma. I love Doma, but like, everybody hates him. Will he run away from me? If you were like, your dad, Jigen, everybody loves him so much. He's such a great, wonderful guy, and I hurt him. He might be mad, but if you're like, I hurt Doma, I don't think anyone's going to really be mad at you. You know what I mean? You picked the right person, unfortunately, to hurt. From everyone else's perspective, not from mine. Poor Doma. 13 years ago, I was trying to escape from the manor, and I destroyed Doma's left hand. He isn't able to use it anymore. Now that you know this, can you still say that you care for me? Yes, I can. Huh? I very nearly clung to his arm with relief. To be honest, I already knew about it. I quickly withdrew my hands. You may not remember, but you had a serious fever and were unconscious for a few days. Father Jigen went to see you. It was then he heard the details from Lord Doma. Doma told Jigen? What? Jigen was worried that you'd blame yourself once you regained consciousness. He then told me to help you if you were ever in need. My father married a woman from Tenyo Island. He's the leader of the Red, but deep inside, he sees those of White as his kin. She is such a... Okay, alright, game, I take it back. I take back my suspicions of Jigen, and now this is where the game's like, see, it made you go like, no, Jigen actually is the most wholesome person. I still think Doma's extremely wholesome, like, deep down inside, but he acts like an asshole. But Jigen, like, is just so nice, and so sweet, and just acts nice, and acts sweet, and just blah, 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 and if he tries to kill me later, I'm gonna be like, damn it, game. Because I spent the whole time being like, Jigen is hiding some kind of shit. Like, everybody else is hiding shit. What are you hiding? Everybody else has a little, you're like, everybody else acts a little shady and they're hiding shit. You know what I mean? But like, Jigen's the most like wholesome, wonderful ball shawl wearing dude. And he actually just is. Like, you get what I'm saying. You're like, nah, there was something sus about that. But nope, he's just the wholesome. The wholesome. Okay, well, now you've bamboozled me, game. So when he comes out to be completely sus as fuck, I'll be like, well, now you pulled the wool over my eyes. But look, I was wrong. Right now, I'm going to say I was wrong, and Jigen really is just as wholesome as he looks and pretends to be. Well, not even pretends. Just is. Acts. Whatever. Like, his one character, everybody else is like facets to their personality, and Jigen is just nice. Is there any... No, he's just... Not, oh, also, Akaza's dead. That's the only thing he was hiding, but you're like, but that's his big secret? Yeah. But everybody else is like, got some... They're like, Doma's really actually nice on the inside, but acts like an asshole. Yeah, no, but Jigen just looks nice, and acts nice, and just is nice. And then as you go, you're gonna find out he's nicer than you thought he was. What? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Look, I'm just saying. I played too many of these games, and we've run into too many Saint Germains where you're like, he's so nice and sweet. What are you doing? Why are you trying to choke me? What? So I just kind of expected Jigen to just be really fucking shady, to be honest. Like, I didn't know who you were back then, but I understood your situation very well. Kin. I recalled the kindness Lord Jigen had shown me throughout the years. Of course, I understand that you still blame yourself, but the situation was unusual. Oh my god, unless they turn out like, Jigen's actually your dad too, so you can't be with Akaza because you're half-siblings. That's some fucked up... Dear God, no! They wouldn't do that. Doma's our dad. Despite knowing the facts, I still wish to earn your love. Stop! Stop saying those things with such a straight face! Forgive me. I try to remain calm at all times. Let's just drop this for now. I turned away from him, but I couldn't stop my heart from racing. If you have any other concerns, please let me know. We'll work together to find a solution. He is literally the perfect fucking man, Jesus. You're just like, I destroyed Doma's hand. Yeah, I know. I'm not mad about it. It's okay. You're traumatized. You were scared. Shit happens, you know. Doma doesn't actually hold it against you either, surprisingly, but, like, she thinks he does. She's like, why are you being so... Because I love you. We'll work on anything we need to together, girl. Oh, also, I made you a cheesecake. What? Oh, let me put my glasses back on. Ah! You're making it sound like you're at work. Then, how do you want me to say it? I instinctively moved back, hearing his tone change. I forgot that my bed was right behind me. Oh! I lost my balance and fell right onto it. No, it's not what you think! I'm in no rush at all. I have no intention of being intimate with you tonight. Well, that's disappointing, because I was hoping. With that, he lent a hand to me, but he's such a good boy. He's not like, well! Nope. He's just like, I'm gonna wait until you're ready. I'm gonna make you pounce on me. I mean, that's all you're waiting for. I'm ready to go. I reluctantly complied and allowed him to pull me up, since I didn't want to refuse him. Can we get a CG in this touching moment at all? But I will get your consent when I do. The balls on him! I nearly staggered back onto the bed again, but he drew closer and held me. Please, God, CG. I suddenly felt very self-conscious. So, in what manner do you wish for me to speak to you? I don't know. I see. I'll think about what works best. Huh? Is there anything else we should talk about? I forced myself to think. What I did to Domo was a major source of guilt, a sin that I had to carry all these years. But he knew about it already. You probably know more about me than I do. I'm honored. How about you? Is there something you haven't told me yet? Is there anything you'd like to know? It's like I told you I'm Jigen's son and I was born on Tenyo Island. I mean, that's pretty much the biggest secret of my life. Is it though? As long as I can leverage it against you. Too bad. I try not to expose my weaknesses to anyone. I laughed, hearing a response that could only come from him. Well, if you want me to fall in love with you, you have to give me your weaknesses, because that's just part of a partnership, is knowing everybody's strengths and weaknesses. Let me get the place cleaned up. Really? Really? That whole wonderful, touching, beautiful moment and there was no CG in that? What are you doing to me, game? It's Akaza's route. We've had like one fucking CG. What the balls, bitch? They're all gonna come back right after another. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. I'm back, Daifuku. I brought some treats for you.
Welcome back! Give me the fucking food, bitch!
Daifuku came jumping out of his cage as soon as I entered the room. We've been starving him. He's so angry. I'm just kidding. Here, the world's best smoked food.
The world's best?
Akaza made it.
It certainly is the best!
You can eat as much as you want if Akaza becomes my husband. Listen, Daifuku, I wasn't reeled in because of food, got it? It was the cheesecake and the glasses. It was the glasses first, the cheesecake helped. I didn't know him that well before, but now that I know him... Never mind, I'm going to sleep.
Hime? What's that look on your face?
Good night. It's the look of a Disney princess. I mean, I just met him. Beloved soulmate. See? Ah! Sorry, bird. I moved. Are you okay? I think I booped you with my headset. You're right, buddy. Did I knock your block off? You okay? I think I booped you. Fucking brain damage. Poor bird. I just moved. I heard like a little tap, and I was like, oh god, did I hit him? He's fine. The sun looks fine. Though I can't say the same for myself. Hoping for some comfort to ease my mind, I went out onto the balcony to look for my hideout. Not that I can see it from here. I'm not sure how I should approach him if I get any letters to deliver today. Throw yourself on his desk. Hello, Mr. Director. He won't see that coming. At the very least, I know Akaza's gonna have the same straight face he always does. I just want him to have a blushy, adorable face once. We've seen his little grin, but like... Good morning. His eyebrows didn't move even slightly. I just cannot wait for the time where we bone this man, and then we have to bring letters to him, and he's like, hello, and you're like, really? Nothing. This is so awkward and weird, and you're just, like, normal, but inside he's like, oh, I'm dying inside. Just imagine if we had slept with him last night. And this is exactly how we'd greet us. Like, oh, good morning, you got letters. All right, let me read. Yep, they're fine. Okay, see you later. And you're like, what? I guess it didn't faze him at all what happened yesterday. It did. His heart's thundering inside. He's Iron Mask, remember? Good morning. I came to... Lord Akaza, I passed the test! Is that true, Hodaka? Yes, look, I got a notice. It has my name on it. What's going on here? A young man with a ribbon came running inside. He looked slightly older than Akaza. Why are you shrieking over there? Don't be a jerk. Oh, that's great. Just great. I couldn't believe how bright and beautiful his smile was. That's because you're already in love, so. His expression was overflowing with happiness, something I had never seen in him before. That's because you didn't give up. Good work. Lord Jigen and the Red will be thrilled. I'm not dreaming, am I? It really shows my name, right? I can really go to school next spring? Oh, that's right. Next spring, you'll be a proud student of Nintoku University. Lord Akaza! He threw his arms around Akaza to hug him, and stepped back when he realized I was there. I couldn't we get a CG of that? I just want a CG of Akaza just being hugged by some random dude, like, so happy, and Akaza's just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, just a little bromance moment. I just need it. Like, it's so cute. Excuse me. I was just so happy. I didn't know you were here, Lady Olympia. Akaza looked away as though embarrassed. He actually is kind of blushing, isn't he? Meanwhile, I felt my heart radiating happiness from seeing the two of them so excited together. Also, you're like, Akaza being so happy and just blushing and just adorable is like so cute. I didn't know you could smile like that. I'd like to announce it to you as well. I'll finally be a student starting next spring. Really? Congratulations. And it's all because of Lord Akaza. I'm finally a student. Oh, Daka, go let Kuroba know. I'll kick him awake if you have to. I'll do that. Just want to hear thunk. How? Someone you know? I apologize for the sudden commotion. He still looked a bit embarrassed. I couldn't take my eyes off how cute he was. His name is Hodaka, and he's the first Ko to receive approval to attend Nintoku University. Huh? You may not be aware, but Nintoku University only allows enrollment of those in the primary and secondary color classes. A sudden wave of regret came over me. I should have celebrated his accomplishment had I known. Hodaka was formerly a servant at Jigen's manor, but he had an interest in studying, so I gave him some textbooks to read. He loves boats and wants to build one himself someday. To get the fuck off this island! Don't blame him. He's taken a keen interest in the wreckage of the large ships we've found ashore, although those of the Ko are not given knowledge on advanced engineering. So I told him to enroll in the university. Akaza's like, just go to fucking school. He's like, but I can't. No. Go the fuck to school, Hodaka. And Hodaka's like, I actually got it. And he's like, I fucking told you. Akaza's like, I will make it happen. Because Akaza's squishy. Of course, he was turned away at the door. But after 2 years of negotiations, we were given the prerequisite of 5 exams, and he was finally allowed entry based on his high marks. See, like Akaza's like, go. He's like, but they won't let me. He's like, I will fucking make them let you in. He's like, you'll give him 5 tests, and when he passes them all, you'll let him in. Yeah, that's right. I told you. Are you sure Akaza's not the ruler of this world? He has nothing. He's not even one of the, like, gaudy people, like Himika over there just hiding, carrying his skull around, skulking around behind buildings. Look, I love Himika, but seriously. Akaza's getting shit done. That's all I'm saying. Tsukiyomi over there just moping because we're in love with Akaza. Akaza, getting shit done. I love Akaza, so. I recalled the shipwreck I saw last time. He certainly deserved a round of applause. Kuroba was previously the only exception ever made. He scored the highest in intelligence tests in Yomi and received an invitation to attend. He also probably... Well, no, actually, he was sent away as a child, wasn't he? When he got Haku and whatever. Even then, He was discriminated against rather severely at the university, which is why Kuroba supported Hodaka. He always assisted him in his studies when he had the time. Of course, I can see his struggles continuing once he begins there, and no doubt he'll attract negative attention because of his standing, especially if that other dude's there. That frickin' Kyoto dude, because that guy's an ass. But Hodaka's well aware of that. He said he could endure it, so I believe him. Which is why I want to make his dream a reality. If he's willing to endure that kind of torment just to be able to go to school, you know what I mean? I've repeatedly sent petitions to repeal that law, to no avail. He's been doing all these things for so long. I felt my body getting hotter by the second. Because she's like, this is turning me on, Kaza. But the place I felt it the most was in my heart. Is that part of your job at the Kotowari? You would go to all this effort for that? I'd do anything to bring change to this island. A brilliant and profound strength rushed through my body. I'll do anything within my means. I feel goosebumps on my skin. I just love the fact that, like, he's just like, I just want to help people do all this. And she's like, oh, I'm so turned on. So funny. I thought I knew him, but once again I was proven wrong. The resolve he showed, the power he'd wield to take action. In front of me was someone who would do whatever he could to pave the way through uncharted territory. Again, he's perfect. Do you remember what I said back at Abisaro? That the system would need to be destroyed to be rebuilt. Of course I remember what you said back then. I simply nodded in response. If we only destroyed it, nothing would remain. We need to rebuild it to create something new. And the Kotowari manages the color class system. It may not be considered wrong, but I believe our role must change for the better. Rather, I wish to bring about that change. I wanted to laugh. It was just like him to say such a thing. I'm very fortunate. What I want is something I can't do on my own. But like Kuroba and Hodaka, I've been able to find friends who share the same ideals. Jigen, my father has said many things to me. And what I like the most is, continue sowing seeds until they sprout. Sounds like a Jigen thing to say. He changed the red on this island. I doubt I can match his achievements, but I will continue sowing seeds of change. We all had our reasons for falling for someone. For me, I liked those with the same ideals, who would look into the future with me. Also, Akaza's pretty, so. Akaza, can I sow seeds too? What are you talking about? You're already sowing seeds. Huh? You may not realize it, but your letter delivery service has been a fine seed. You're also sowing seeds in my heart. He's thinking it. Suddenly, something inside me became clear. You said the same thing before to Bisaro, wanting to bring about change. Do you see now why I like you so much? I simply stood there gazing at him, unable to speak or move a muscle, and you're like, I think that's why I just fell in love with you. And he's like, what? Nothing. I'm sorry I took up your time. Why don't I check your letters? Huh? Oh, here. I don't have any letters. I forgot to go get them. No, I'm just kidding. Of all the ways to end the conversation, he knows what he's doing. He's like, I think she just fell in love with me. I'm gonna take the letters and let her think about it. Is what he said something that comes naturally to him? I couldn't tell with that iron mask of his. It's no use. I'm probably, and most definitely, I wondered if I could find a book that detailed how love developed. I didn't recall anything that I'd read so far that mentioned how exactly someone falls in love. Which meant I needed to find out the answer myself. Unbelievable. The iron mask has stolen my heart. Here, there seems to be no problems. There's a lot of problems! So she goes, thank you very much. And by the way, are you free tonight? I fumbled with the letters in my hand. I quickly gripped them tightly when I suddenly noticed his red eyes right next to mine. Your face is a bit close. That's just your imagination. I slowly looked away. There was no way I could look at him from this close. And if I do have time tonight? I'd ask you on a date, of course. But you only just came to my hideout yesterday. Yeah, that doesn't mean we can't date repeatedly. You don't want to spend consecutive evenings with me. Oh god, I want to spend every evening with you. Just to confirm, What are your plans tonight? I'm planning on testing our luck by taking a boat out on the ocean. Our luck? If we're lucky, we should be able to see something quite special. If not, then we can do some night fishing. He knows that I won't refuse such a tempting offer. I mean, Akaza's like, what are you doing tonight? You? I mean, what? Nothing? Yes? Whatever you want? I'm available. Well, then should we meet here at 7? It's such a beautiful way to end this part. Oh, this is so frustrating. It really is, because we have to end it here, but it was a beautiful way to end it, because I just have a feeling bad shit's going to happen. Or we're going to go out with him, finally admit that we love him, and then all the bad shit's going to start happening, and then, like... But I'm kind of glad that she's already, like, basically at this point, like, I think I love Akaza, because good. Now Tsukuyomi can do whatever he's trying to do to backstab up, but it's not going to work. Because, like, you know... Well, there's always going to be that misunderstanding bit, so that's coming too. Oh my god, the moon is like a little sliver. And it's like freaking glowing through the trees. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.